In this training video for ProCalV5, we will be covering the management of test standards or masters. The test standards section is over here, and test standards are a very important part of managing calibration activity. ProCalV5 will manage as many test standards as you have and any of them that you wish to define. As an example, if we just select a common example of a gauge block set, you may include test standard IDs, descriptions, general information, calibration schedules, and more. ProCalV5 also can manage the dates that you send out your test standards and the dates that they are returned for calibration from a third-party company by date sent for cal and date returned, so that you can ensure that they're keeping their word on their turnaround time. ProCalV5 also may be set up to define what each test standard can be used to calibrate. In this particular example, this gauge block set may be used in this system to calibrate calipers, gauges, and micrometers on the can be calibrated by this test instrument section. Over here on the left by the not section, these are the list of items that this gauge block set cannot be used to calibrate. So as an example, if your technician was doing a pressure transmitter calibration, this gauge block set would not be an available test standard, and so there is no way to document then that you could calibrate a pressure transmitter with a gauge block. The way that this list on the bottom here is pre-populated is actually on the instruments record section by the instrument type. Once you've created an instrument type, it will then be defined on the test standard section, where you can define if it can be calibrated by a certain test standard or not. You may be as descriptive or as not as you want with your test standards or devices by accuracies, ranges, and more to ensure that certain devices are being kept. Additionally, if you're calibrating your own test equipment, you may create calibration specifications. You may keep additional information. User-defined fields may also be available for your test standards. Any maintenance activity can be defined. Notes, documents, or approvals may all be established for your test standard records. Test standards documented on calibrations will be covered in the calibration section of the training video, and more information about your test standard management is available in the online help section here for the user manual.